You're from work and you're super tired and you're looking forward to cook a quick and delicious dinner idea, which will take less than 30 minutes to prepare. It's loaded with lots of proteins, veggies, and carbs. Grab all the ingredients and let's get cooking. We are going to start off by making our peri-peri sausages, which are going to turn out very delicious. So I'm going to pick a pan and place over medium-high flame. And because I've already prepped up the rest of the ingredients, the recipe is going to be much more easier for me to cook. Add in 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. Spread the oil in the pan. Add in 1 medium onion. Saute the onion for around 1 minute until it softs. And to help the onions to cook very fast, I'm going to add in a little bit of salt, which is going to draw water from the onions, hence they are going to soften up very fast. As my onions are cooking, I'm going to be slicing up 6 sausages, which I'm going to be using for this recipe. I'm going to cut my sausages into this shape. Take my knife, and using my knife, I'm going to slice all the sausages. Place aside. Check on my onions, and this is after around 40 seconds. I'm going to cook the onions for 20 more seconds so that they can fully cook. When the onions are ready, you're going to add in a teaspoon of peri-peri seasoning. Here's mine, which is a combination of several spices. Pick my spatula, stir in the seasoning and toss for around 30 seconds. This is going to make the peri-peri seasoning very flavorful. When you catch that nice aroma, you're going to add in 1 large tomato, stir in, add in tomato paste. The splash of water is going to help the tomatoes to cook down. So next you're going to add in some seasoning, which is going to be very simple. So I have some black pepper, which I absolutely love because it adds a very nice mild spiciness to the dish. Remember, the peri-peri seasoning adds some chili, so it's going to be a little bit hot, but not too hot. So next I'm going to add in salt, just a tiny pinch, because I'm going to be adding in 1 seasoning cube, which contains salt. Then you're going to stir and let everything cook for around a minute or until the tomatoes are ready. After a few minutes, this is how my tomatoes are looking and they're cooked down. So next I'm going to add my sausages into the pan. Stir in and let the sauce seep into the sausages. Then you're going to add in 1 cup of water. Bring the flames to medium and let the sausages cook for around 2 to 4 minutes at most. When the pan comes to a boil, you're going to check the seasoning. If it's not perfect, you're going to be adding in some more salt. I'm going to check the seasoning. The dish is a bit acidic, so I'm going to add in a pinch of sugar, which is going to stabilize the acidity of the tomatoes and tomato paste. Stir in and cook for another 30 seconds. And after 4 minutes, this is how my peri-peri sausages are looking, and I absolutely love the outcome. So because everything is ready, I'm going to garnish with some coriander, which is going to add in some color and some very lovely taste. Put off the flames. Stir in the coriander. And my peri-peri sausages are ready. So I'm going to place aside. Next, we're going to be making some curried rice, which is going to turn out amazing. So you'll need a few ingredients, which are going to be very basic. We have some long grain basmati rice, cooking oil, curry powder, 1 seasoning cube, a few veggies, and water plus salt. Yeah, so I'm going to place my pot over medium flame because I've already prepped up my ingredients. 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, crushed garlic and ginger, toast for around 30 seconds, and this is going to bring out all the flavors in the curry powder because we're toasting. When everything is aromatic, you're going to add in your carrots. You can add in any veggies you have in your fridge. Stir in and let your carrots cook together with the garlic and ginger and seasoning for around a minute. Meanwhile, you're going to be washing your rice, and for this recipe I'm going to be using 1 cup of rice because the recipe is for around 2 to 3 people at most. So you're going to wash your rice several times until the water runs clear. This is to get rid of any excess starch in the rice. Also go for the best quality rice if you want some perfectly cooked rice. When ready, you're going to add in your washed rice in the pot and toast for around 1 to 2 minutes, and the rice is going to get a very nice smoky flavor after toasting. So just keep on stirring as the rice is cooking so that it doesn't stick on the pot or burn. You're going to be adding in some seasoning. Remember, we have added in some seasoning cube which contains salt. So I'm simply going to add in a little bit more salt to fully season my curried rice. Stir in. Next, we're going to be adding in some water. If you have some beef broth or chicken broth, you can use that as well. So I'm going to use the same cup that I used to measure out my rice and add in 2 cups of water. Always remember that 1 cup of rice equals 2 cups of water. Stir in and let my curried rice cook for around 3 to 4 minutes. When the water comes to a boil, I'm going to check the seasoning. If it's not perfect, I'm going to be adding in some more salt. Next, you're going to be making some cream spinach, which is going to turn out very creamy and delicious. So I've already prepped up my ingredients. I have some spinach, onion, some cream, and coriander. So I'm going to pick a pan and place over medium flame. Add in your washed and chopped spinach in the pan. Then you're going to steam for around 1 to 2 minutes. Use your spatula and stir the spinach as it's cooking because you don't want the spinach to overcook or to burn. This is after 2 minutes and the spinach is wilting down. You can see the spinach has reduced to 1.5 cups. So when ready, you're going to transfer to a plate. And into the same cooking pan, you're going to add in 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. Add in your diced onion. Saute for around a minute until soft. You don't need to brown your onions because they won't be looking so good once the cream spinach is ready. To season my cream spinach, I'm going to be adding in a seasoning cube. So as the onions are cooking, I'm going to crush in my onion. I'm going to crush in my seasoning cube and cook together with the onions. Immediately the seasoning cube hits the pan, it's going to get very flavorful. When your onions are ready, you're going to add in your steamed spinach. Toss together with the delicious onions. And after around a minute, you're going to check the seasoning. So I'm going to add in a bit more salt to fully season my creamed spinach. Stir in. Oh yum, this already looks so good. Then I'm going to add in a little bit of nutmeg. Stir in. Add cooking cream. Immediately you add in the cooking cream, the spinach is going to be looking so creamy. So you're going to cook for around 1 minute over low flame. Back to my rice, the water has reduced, so you're going to add in your assorted peppers. You can also use some red or green. Cover your pot, reduce the flames to low, and simmer for 5 minutes so that your rice can perfectly cook. Just check out the perfectly cooked rice. The capsicum at this point are softened up and the carrots are well cooked together with the rice. Now it's time to serve. Once your dinner is ready, it's going to be looking incredible. The curried rice is going to be very flavorful and delicious. The peri sausages are going to be amazing, trust me. And the creamed spinach is going to be so good. So this is a dinner idea worth trying because it's just healthy and perfect.